everyone, it's Bretta from runforefoot.com, and today I'm going to be doing a minimalist running shoe review on the Vibram V-Run. You need to let your feet drive your biomechanics when you run, and you really don't get that in the traditional running shoe. I think runners can do better if their feet can feel the ground, which forces you to understand how your foot interacts with the ground. This in turn will stimulate better movement reactions, such as landing with a forefoot strike, not a heel strike during running. And I really think the Vibram V-Runs is a perfect example of giving your feet the highest and best use to allow you to make the most out of your foot-ground interaction and less muscle force when you run. The V-Run by Vibram has so much to contribute to preventing injury and boosting running performance. The V-Run has a 4mm thin EVA midsole plus a 2.5mm rubber outsole, which is thinner than many other Vibram running shoes, and because of the thinness of the V-Runs, your feet are better guided to be aware of how they connect with the ground. When you can feel the ground, when you can feel your footing, you can put that ground feel into better mechanical action to land lighter on your forefoot and not with a heel strike during running. And the Vibram V-Run is a fitting choice because the Vibrams are, after all, a running shoe geared to mimicking barefoot running to help runners overcome injuries related to traditional running shoes. And this is really how the Vibram makes things better for runners. The Vibram V-Run replaced the Vibram Bikila Evo. The V-Run is really a continuation of the Bikila Evo, but just with a tad more upgrades, and that the V-Run is more ventilated and is lighter than the Bikila Evos and offers a smoother, more responsive ride with the ground. The V-Runs have a more durable outsole, and the midsole is more padded as compared to the Bikila Evos. The V-Run fits more comfortably, even better if you wear them with toe socks, so they will become even warmer for cooler runs. The V-Runs also give great ground sense. The soles of the toes have some structural reinforcements for added durability to keep the material in check so it doesn't rip or come apart when you run long distances. The upper of the V-Run is well perforated, and the upper feels more structurally sturdy than the Bikila Evos as well. The V-Runs really keep your feet cool during the summer, so they sweat less. The upper is stretchy because it is made of polyester lycra material, which fills the shoe with lots of flexibility. But what strikes me is that the V-Run's design is really sleek, so they would probably fit perfectly for runners with normal to slightly narrow feet. If you have super wide feet, I would suggest checking out my Vibram Spy Redone and Vibram KSR reviews, which I will link below. Despite having more durable materials, the V-Run isn't weighed down. The materials are still very lightweight. The V-Run weighs around 4.8 ounces. The sole has the right amount of cushioning, not too much, not too little, but is thin enough to satisfy the amount of sensory feedback you need at your feet to help you run properly. The V-Run has a great deal to offer to bring your biomechanics together, certainly reducing foot and leg pain. But to gain stronger feet, you need more than just good sensory input stimulating the feet. You need a shoe that promotes and improves the natural ranges of motions of the foot-ankle complex, and the V-Run is a smart investment for that, as the lack of motion control structures and arch support is what really sets the V-Run, as well as the other Vibram 5 Fingers running shoes in general, apart from traditional running shoes. Your foot health is incredibly deprived in the traditional running shoe because they are too inflexible and give zero ground feel. These factors add up to weak, crippled, and painful feet. Now getting back to why wear testers, including myself, love the V-Run, in that the outsole of the V-Run is thick enough to give nice protection from the pain of stepping on sharp rocks, but ground feel isn't compromised, so you always have that good internal preparation for making lighter landing strategies when you run in the V-Runs. Because of the high level of durability, the V-Run is a great marathon barefoot shoe. So the V-Run is great for running long distances on the roads. You can wear the V-Runs on the treadmill if you are an adamant treadmill runner. Weather-wise, the V-Run is better suited for running in drier conditions. Overall, the V-Run is incredibly comfortable. You don't get any hot spots when running in these shoes. They are very comparable to the Morel Vapor Glove 2. The V-Run is, of course, zero drop in construction, so that means they are perfectly flat like a racing flat. There is no heel elevation. They are great for not only running on smooth roads, but you can run on gravel roads as well in the V-Runs. Ultimately, it is part of our DNA to run and to run long distances. But I really think runners run dysfunctionally because of the traditional running shoe, which has overbearing amounts of cushioning and protection, which has corrupted our natural innate biomechanics. The Vibram V-Runs will really help runners retreat back to restoring the natural default human running style that includes running with a forefoot strike, not a heel strike. It's becoming more clear that traditional running shoes never seem quite good enough for runners because 80% of runners get injured in these shoes. Because the Vibram V-Runs provides a steady pipeline of sensory feedback at the feet, gives you the means to respond appropriately in terms of your running form by making you more attentive with your footsteps when you run. Feeling your foot-ground interaction should really be at the forefront of injury prevention concerns, because being able to feel the ground with good clarity via running in the Vibram V-Runs or any of the Vibram running shoes, or any barefoot-inspired running shoes for that matter, makes you a more sensible runner with better and safer mechanical discipline to make sure you are as careful as possible to not heel strike when you run. Just for a sizing tip, the V-Run does fit a little bit larger. They seem to fit bigger, so try to choose one size smaller than your regular size. For more information on how to run properly, for more information on the health benefits of forefoot running versus the health harming effects of heel strike running, please head on over to my blog, runforefoot.com, where you will also find more of my reviews and recommendations on barefoot-inspired footwear that I feel are best suited for forefoot running and helping you correct heel strike running. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date on all the latest research regarding the biomechanics of running and how to run with better running efficiency. Thanks for listening and watching. Have fun out there on the roads. Bye for now.